I was looking forward to this motherfucking movie because the first one, we loved it. We really enjoyed it. We watched one trailer. There was a few released. I'm like, I'm only watching one. And I was looking forward to the movie. And happy to say, I enjoyed it the whole way through. I was really hoping that I would enjoy this motherfucker because it's been hot as fuck the past few days. And I'm like, if this movie's whack, I'm gonna be extra mad because I had to leave the comfort of my fucking house where the air conditioner is to go out in 100-degree weather and see a fucking movie. So if this shit is whack, I might, it might turn into the worst movie I've ever seen. But lucky to say, the movie was actually very enjoyable from beginning to end, and I really enjoyed it. It was a good sequel for me. Now, as usual, no spoilers in the beginning. To me, there wasn't really anything in this movie that didn't work because the things that happened made sense. It was effective. There was some really great camera work, especially in the beginning. Mm-hmm. There was like, it was like a one shot that just kept going and going and going and multi levels and it's going over here, it's going over there, and it's like the way it was done. Like, damn, this shit feels fucking great. It's like
no cuts, just
it's just going, and it's like people are moving and things are happening while that's going on. I'm like, yo, this is really, really stylish. Like, I really enjoy what's happening. That got me invested. I love good camera work. That shit is amazing to me, and it was done really, really fucking well. And
I think that like while watching it, I tell people this all the time. When movies like this make me uncomfortable the whole time, I wasn't comfortable. I couldn't even find 10 minutes to get my shit together. Mm-hmm. I was either sad, emotional, or cringing because the violence was on some shit.
Now, as you mentioned in the car on the way back, it didn't give you that uncomfortable feeling the first one did, because like that's a certain thing that can only happen when you're meeting this character for the first time and you don't really know what he can do and the extent of his ability. Mm-hmm. So the first time it's a whole different vibe. This one is different, and that's good. It works for the benefit of the movie because if they were to repeat what the first one did, that's not really gonna work. We know the I don't want to say gimmick, but we know what he can do now, so you can't do the same thing over again.
It's gotta, I've seen this already.
It's got to be different. It's got to feel fresh. Mm-hmm. And to me, they found a way to make that shit feel fresh and effective. And I enjoyed watching the whole fucking movie. Now, there's not really much we can say spoiler free, so we're gonna keep this part really, really short. How did you enjoy the movie?
Oh, this is my shit. This is my personal feel.
Okay,
I'm good on it.
All right, I really fucking enjoyed it. If you have not seen the motherfucker, go fucking see it. Go see it.
And if you complain about the motherfucker, don't come over here with that shit.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry, I don't want to hear it. We're not being biased. But if you're going to complain about a movie that you're supposed to just simply enjoy, don't tell me why he can't do this, why he shouldn't be able to do it. Just fucking enjoy it. Just enjoy it. If you don't,
Now, with that being said, we're going to get into some spoilers now. What I really enjoy about this movie, and because I was wondering how they were going to do it, it's like, how are they going to make you root for this dude who's a piece of shit? How are they going to pull that shit off? And the way they did it was by him going against motherfuckers that was even a bigger piece of shit. A bigger piece of shit. And I'm like, damn. Like, that shit was crazy. They show in the beginning, house on fire, girl knocked the fuck out.
In the middle of the street.
Yeah, boom, he grabbed her and all that. So, then it flash forward, she's being trained
8 years later
on some crazy shit, you know what I mean? He got her like moving like him and training them day by day, and it's like, and she gets rewarded by going to town. It's like, you do what you got to do, you survive in this motherfucker, you pass the test, and then then you can have recess, which is kind of crazy. That's some military shit, but
and when you watch the movie, you'll see the nigga knew his lifestyle. He knew about his past.
Yeah.
So the nigga prepared her for the worst because he knew that within the life that he's been living and the way that he got her, he knew he would always have to prepare her for intruders and some bullshit happening, which I fuck with because that little girl was trained.
Yeah.
Even though she failed the test, she was still more prepared than what I actually thought she should be at that age.
So, I mean, he's doing that. They got a little homie that stops by every now and then, drops some shit off, and, takes her to town whenever he allows it. This one time, he wasn't going to allow it. And they both kind of got in his head and all that. Like, yo, you gotta fucking chill. You gotta, lean back a little bit, ease off, and let her enjoy life. You know what I mean? And then he ended up saying, all right, fuck it, go ahead and, be back by a certain time. So she did, and you got to see her, like, just chill and imagine playing with these kids and all that. Because she was kind of, it was just her. Like, she wanted to get out there in the world. She was even looking at the orphanage, whatever it was, and all that. She's like, damn, I want to be without the kids. I want to have a normal life. This shit right here, you got me in, it's kind of crazy, whatever like that. So you see that, she go to the bathroom, this creepy motherfucker show up. You're like, what the fuck is going on? First, you want to knock his teeth out because you're like, yo, something's off about this dude.
Yep.
You don't know what it is. Like, and this, I'm like, it might be a misdirect. I don't know what's going on here. So like, I held off a little bit. I'm like, all right, it might not be this. Let's see what's going on. But he was creepy as fuck. But she was about it, and the dog was about it. As soon as it happened, it's like, yo, what's up? Like, we can do this shit. Like, you say the wrong thing, you step the wrong way. This dog, your testicles gone. So you really don't want this problem.
And dog lovers all over the fucking world would enjoy the fuck out of that scene and appreciate that scene because when your dog really fucks with you, a dog can sense if somebody is making you uncomfortable. The nigga walked in the bathroom and said, "What's up?"
Yeah, dog was Gita. He was flexing. Yo, you good? You good?
We out?
Give it a head nod. Like, yeah, let's go. Dog was ready. He was on some on-site shit. It's like, yo, you stepped the wrong way, teeth through your nuts. Mm-hmm. We can do it. Like, we can get there. We can take it there. So, he backed off. He looking creepy as fuck. You know what I mean? She take her back to the crib. He's like, follow him. So you automatically know some shit's going the fuck wrong. Something's going on. Cut to the fucking scene where they breaking in this motherfucker. That whole part right there was crazy the way it was done. First of all, rest in peace to Lil Dog Shadow. He didn't deserve that shit. It took him out first.
And the chick that was going into town was her.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I think they got her first. But yeah. What was crazy about her is like, dude strangled her with a seatbelt and was bashing the head up with the hammer. I'm like, god damn, man. Like,
how'd you feel about that?
That was crazy. That lets you know right there, this shit is gonna be a fucking violent fucking movie. Violent as fuck. Got her head over there leaking. Mm-hmm. So then, boom, break into the crib, grab, got the dog. So you got 2 fatalities there, motherfuckers that didn't deserve it, and just trying to look out, and then end up getting got. So they storm into this crib, but unfortunately, little girl's been trained, so she's ducking and dodging them the whole time. Meanwhile, you got this long, extended one shot going on. It's going from downstairs to upstairs to in the room to under the bed to over here to over there and then back downstairs while she's moving and she's hanging from the thing. That whole sequence was crazy because she was moving like a ninja. She automatically knew something was up. She automatically knew when she saw the boot. It's like, that's not his boot. Something's going on under the bed. And that's what started the whole thing.
Not the boot.
What?
When the intruder nigga turned the light on, she realized something was up.
Okay.
While we're over here, ever use the fucking light. He's like, whatever he doesn't do.
But she didn't move until she saw the boot, though.
Right, the boot made her move. The light made her say, what the fuck?
That's what got her, on attention, on alert. Right, but then she saw that boot, and then she hopped under the bed.
The foot was like...
And then right after that shit happened, she's moving, she's going over here, she's going there. And what's crazy about it is these are smart villains. Because, like, in some movies, she would hide under the bed, and he's looking everywhere else but the bed, or they give it the under the bed jump scare. It's like, now he's checking everything. So he lifted that mattress up, and he's looking, he's like, okay, she ain't there. And then you see how good she is, and you see how effective they are, and that whole sequence was wild, yo. That was fucking wild, and I appreciate it. That camera work was crazy. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. I loved it. So, all that's happening, he find a dog, he find the bullets in the dog, and he knows something is up. So he stormed the thing, and then that's when shit get crazy. That's when shit gets crazy. Because, like, she's trying to go out the door, dude shoots at the door.
She stops.
And something happened where he ends up at the door, and then boom, hand through the door, he's wrestling. He tells the chick, go downstairs, go to the box. And then that's when everything starts going crazy. These motherfuckers getting filleted. They getting beat the fuck up.
Flame broiled in the basement and shit.
It's just fucking wild. Dudes getting their mouth glued, super glued, and this shit, man.
And this is why, and I tell you, when you watch a movie, I get it when some people say, oh, that's too unrealistic. No. There were things happening in this movie that you were like, all right, please don't be unrealistic. He's still blind. But they made it make sense. Yeah. He used what was around him to be able to fight these niggas one-on-one. He wasn't out there like Duke Nukem and shit.
He wasn't invincible. You know how in some motherfuckers, like, let's say down from Fast and Furious, for instance, when he fucking fights and you got the crisp white tee on, the crisp white beater that never gets dirty. He's in explosions. He's going to war. He's going to space. He's going to another planet. This shit stay pristine.
Yep.
This shit, yo, his shit is bloody. He's getting cut. He's getting stabbed. He's getting beat the fuck up. He's getting thrown like a rag doll. All that shit. And like at the same time, the way he's fighting, it's kind of realistic. He's like, the motherfucker's blind. He's going against motherfuckers bigger than him, but he's using things to his advantage.
Right.
And he can't see everything coming, so he's getting clocked too. When he can't sense it, then boom, he's getting knocked the fuck out. And all that shit. And that's what I really appreciate.
He missed on a lot of his punches and swings because he's still blind.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not going to be like Tyson accurate as fuck. It's like he's taking a chance when he's swinging.
And that's what really made me like connect with it. And at the same time, like, you know he's a piece of shit, but you know they pieces of shit too.
Right.
You don't really know why they do it. Like initially, because they flashed on the thing like this organ trafficker and all that. So initially you see the container in the back of the truck. I'm like, oh, so they working with him. Yep. So I saw the girl. I'm like, they trying to get organs or something like that. And then you find out that, you know what I mean, that ended up being the dude's daughter. And at first, I'm like, okay, so does he want his daughter back? He's still a piece of shit. Does he really care about the daughter? I don't know. I really don't know. So, boom, that bombshell was dropped. But then you find out it's a meth lab that blew the fuck up. So you know they piece of shit. Yep. So everything is going down. And they still, why they going toe-to-toe with each other? That shit was just wild. The way that shit was done was crazy. It was fucking crazy.
The storyline was fucked up because when the little girl when the real father takes the little girl back to another building, he's like, you're free to go. But she wasn't free to go. No. He kept her up. When the little girl's trying to leave, for real, her mom pops up. And it helps you realize that her parents were pieces of shits that you wanted her to get rid of.
How that shit goes down, you really find out how much of a piece of shit that they are.
Yeah.
And what I do like about it is, like, you know, the one dog got taken out, but then you got the new dog that, you know, initially was trying to take his head off, but then when shit got crazy and dude pretty much was going to will and sacrifice his own dog, set the whole place on fire. Dude, you know, he's got a good heart for animals. You know, he loves animals. He's not going to just kill a dog. Like, he had so many opportunities to kill that dog.
He put the gun in the dog's face. He said, I love dogs.
He didn't do it. Like, he refused to kill the dog, and he got the mattress and pinned it against the wall. It's like, I'd rather not kill it.
Right.
So at least there's that. And then when he let the dog go, then that started that bond.
House on fire and shit. The dog was like, all right.
Yeah, he was out. That dog was out. And then the whole fucking house burned down. Like, you know what I mean? And then when she's at the other place, and then initially, you know, the mom come out on some creepy shit. On some, like, you know what I mean, Elseworld, like
creepy
Marvel Zombies, Xavier shit. Got the wheelchair and all that. She's singing a creepy ass fucking song, and I'm like, yo, it's creepy as fuck.
It's creepy as fuck.
And you know, it's like she's crying and all that. But then initially you connect, but and then you think that okay, maybe she loves the daughter.
Nah.
Maybe she loves the daughter.
Nope.
But you know something's going on.
Yeah.
And then you find out, oh yeah, I want your heart, baby girl. Yeah. Give me that.
Don't you want mommy to live? The little girl was like,
bitch. She would have rolled out, but then she was drugged. Yep. And then you get to see how much of a piece of shit these parents are. Yep. And then you that's when you find out, okay, so they're bigger pieces of shit. They're bigger pieces of shit than this piece of shit. So then you know, it's like you got to pick the lesser of two evils. I want the smaller piece of shit and take out the bigger pieces of shit.
Yep.
And then that's how you start rooting for them. That's how you start rooting for them. You're like, kill these motherfuckers.
You really start rooting for the nigga when the new dog helps him find his way to the new building, and one of the bad guys was like, look, what they doing here is some real fucked up shit. You let me go, I'll tell you where they at.
You see immediately that, like, this dude ain't really with it. Yeah. So, like, he stays back, and you know, all his dudes get taken out. He's like, listen, man, because he could have took the dude out
easily.
He could have took the blind dude out.
Yep.
But he's like, listen, man, elevator's right behind you. They upstairs. They gonna kill that girl. I'm not really with this shit. Like, yeah, I'm into the wild shit, but I ain't with that shit. I'm not with that shit. So, go get him. Do your thing. Pretty much do the head nod, like, all right.
That's the perfect way to put it. Maybe really shit. I'm with some crazy shit.
Yeah. But I ain't with that shit.
That's some fucked up shit, though.
So, go handle your business. And that's what it was. Now, what I also appreciate is, like I said, there's a lot of things that made sense. It's like, we wondering, like, how the fuck is he going to get to the fucking place?
Mm-hmm.
that's where the dog lives. So the dog knows where his home is. So he's like, go home. Got the little leash on him. Let him right there. And that's how he got there. Dog hopped to the room, tried to get something to eat. He's like, yeah, you left me to burn, but you know, it is what it is. Whatever. So he tried to go get some food. Dude starts shooting and called the dog disloyal.
You disloyal piece of shit. The dog was like, oh.
He called the dog disloyal. The dog was like, bitch, you left me to burn. What the fuck are you talking about?
You lucky I came back in peace.
I'm trying to get some food. So he shot the boy. He's like, all right, okay. You got it. Give me a few minutes.
He said, you got it right now. You got the gun.
Like, okay.
But they don't drop that fucking gun. That's your ass.
Like, okay, you gonna shoot the bull. You got it. For now, you got it. So the dog rolled out. Because that dog can survive. He's like, listen,
that dog is
I'm not getting got. I've been to some wild shit. You left me to burn. I'm trying to get food and you trying to shoot me? Word. Okay. You gonna hold that. Because
that's how he walked in the room. The dog said, oh.
He said, oh, this is what it is.
This is what it is.
Okay.
This is how we call it.
Cool. So then he rolls out, and then, like, what I really love about this shit is, like, they make, like, the blind dude is not Superman. Mm-hmm. Everything that he does, it makes sense. He got the fucking, the can of whatever, fog,
insect
whatever
killer.
like that.
It was insect killer.
Okay, so he got that shit spraying so dude can't see, and he's firing blindly, and the popping the chick. Which I'm like, cool.
We all start clapping. I'm sorry.
Cool.
She had to
Now, unfortunately, she's handcuffed to the little girl, so she's heading down the pool. Little girl's like, nah,
right.
Fuck that. Grab the machete, chopping the arm off.
Yo, that scene.
There's a lot of fucking gore in this shit. I'm like, I got me like, oh shit, oh.
Yeah, like we can't.
That shit is it's like a visceral fucking movie.
You have to actually go see the movie to see some of the violence that we're talking about, because at the end of the day, main man in the beginning got his face raped and shit. Remember, he got caught and
listen, the only thing in this movie that really made me turn around like, no, I can't look at this, is when he said, you won't see what I see.
Oh, yeah.
He said, bop! Right in the, I said, yo, nah. It's something about thumbs in the eyes where, like,
I can't do it.
I can't. Ever since Game of Thrones and that shit gave me PTSD and mad to the point where I almost broke my fucking TV,
Yep.
I can't watch that shit.
Yep.
I can't watch that. Like, I'm like, nah. That shit was wild, man. That shit was wild. But what a violent fucking movie. I did not expect to actually root this dude on, cheer him on, but I actually did.
But you had to, like you said, you had to cheer for one of the pieces of shit.
Yeah, it's like the lesser two evils.
Right. But
the lesser two evils.
Let me tell you something. When it comes, like, I love when people write shit the right way. This is what happens in real life. People do fucked up shit, right or wrong. Main man literally told the little girl, I want you to go. Leave me alone.
Like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. He detailed what the stuff that he was doing. Yeah. I've done this. I've done that. It's like, I'm not a father. I'm a piece of shit. You're better off without me. Just go. And even with that, it's like she still, kind of saved him, because if she didn't intervene, he'd have been dead.
His neck, main man had the knife.
Yeah, he'd have been dead. She said, nah, bitch.
Right.
You tried to cut my heart out, and not just cut my heart out, cut my shit out while I'm still breathing, while I'm over here alert.
Right.
Boop.
Yo.
So it's like, fuck you. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I fucking enjoyed the movie. The kills were satisfying. Shit was just brutal, visceral. Some things were hard to watch, and that's how it should be. And they didn't just magically redeem this nigga. No, he was still a piece of shit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he, like, had to live with his sins and all that, and she was fucking him up.
And it really it was. After a while, your life does change. You do fucked up shit, but after a while, life turns you into a different person, and another person can turn you into a different person. So this little girl, like he said, saved them. And, like, the movie took place, I guess, after the first movie, apparently.
And what he was trying to do, like, he wanted a child.
Yeah.
That was his thing in the first one.
Yeah.
He wanted a child, so this is the thing that kind of turned things around for him. That's what he wanted.
Right.
That's what he wanted, and getting that kind of, made him think differently, and he stopped doing the bullshit he was doing and all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying it made him a saint. He was still a piece of shit.
But it made him a better piece of shit.
It made him a slightly better piece of shit. So he actually cared about her to the point where he's like, I'm no good for you. I'm no good for you. Just go, because I am a piece of shit. I'm going to end up dragging you down. You want a normal life. Go try to get a normal life. So, and it was a smart little girl. She knew exactly where to go. And that playing with kids, the one thing she wanted to do, she finally got it.
Man.
So now she can have a better life, and she got that training, so anybody fuck with her, they getting got. Because she already got bodies now. She got bodies.
I thought about that shit. I was like, look, this ain't no regular little girl.
No.
She'll pit one of you little kids down. If you pluck her, if you punch her, you better be able to understand.
Your whole neck is going to be a cactus by the time she's done. Like, anybody try to bully her or push her or do anything,
shit.
You're going to be a Blair Witch symbol. So, yeah.
Don't forget poor Ranger. Oh yeah, we said that. We talked about the Ranger lady.
So you don't want to fuck with her because she got the training of a killer. She has the training of a killer.
She moves like a ninja. She's been through some shit, so she's stronger than the average person.
Yep.
She also, like, the damn dog in the beginning showed how much he loved her. Like, and I love that. The violence in this motherfucker was crazy.
Yep.
Like, this is one of them joints, and I'm not going to say the movie was perfect, but for me, it was perfect. It was straightforward.
A movie's job is to be entertaining. I was entertained the whole entire time. I was invested in the characters. I was entertained. I was invested in the story. I loved what was happening and the camera work and all that. I was thoroughly entertained. So as far as the entertainment perspective, it accomplished that for me. It was firing on all cylinders. I'm not gonna say it's the best movie of all time, but was I thoroughly entertained? Yes. Will I say go see this motherfucker?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So successful to me. So I give it high marks for that.
There is only one thing I wish Oldhead did differently.
What?
I wish he had lived within a community where people couldn't find him. Because trying to live a normal life after having his reputation is kind of hard. Because he was literally known for fucking up people's lives. So he chose to live in the middle of a city where people can find him. Just think about that.
I mean, he wasn't in the city. Like, they got followed from the town.
And that was the only way they could find him.
Yeah.
But how
he wasn't living in a close-knit community. Like, the Ranger was the only one person he talked to.
Right. And
the one person he talked to.
She displayed that.
And they were probably, like, far off from anybody else. It's like, they didn't really have neighbors or anything like that. Like, he was in the middle of nowhere damn near. They had to follow this motherfucker to find him. And the only reason why they did is because the little girl went to the house where she, where she was found to put flowers at her mother's grave, whatever like that. And then,
she thought was fucking
yeah. So, it wasn't on him. It wasn't on him. Like, he did everything that he needed to do, and I mean, I'm not gonna say it was her fault. Like, I mean, that was a mother.
Yeah,
she didn't know her mother was a human piece of shit too. So ultimately, that fucked up shit happened. But I mean, that wasn't on him. That wasn't on her. It is what it is. But good ass movie though. Good ass fucking movie. And there might be a sequel because what I mean. He's barely kicking, but he's still there. And the dog is riding, so the dog will make sure whatever he need, he get.
The dog is rocking out with him, but to be honest, a part 3 for this would be unnecessary. It'd be good, but
I don't think there would be. I don't think they would make a part 3. They just want to let you know he's still breathing, so
right.
he can go about his business. And it's probably something where it's like, open to interpretation. Yeah, go ahead and make up whatever happens on your own.
On your own.
We're not going to show you, but he's still breathing, so stuff can happen. So it is what it is. But either way, good movie. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I went to go see it, and I'm glad it was a day one. It was worthy of the day one. It was cool. I enjoyed it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, damn!
Fuck!
Failed. The gun is in my hand.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll make it next time.
Drills. Okay.
You almost got me, didn't you, boy?
Oh!
Damn. I thought you put the...
Shadow.
Oh, is this the backstory?
What do you want?
You're coming with us, kid.
Chief.
It's not me you need to be scared of, little girl, but the man standing next to you. Now, I don't know who he is, but I know who he's not. Should I tell her or you?
That ain't the backstory. It's a sequel.
He's gonna come for me.
You're gonna see what I see.
Just like in the first movie.